is a presentation of Real Wise Productions and Comey Media Incorporated. Rap Beef has struck a chord and it wasn't A minor. Next on Mentality. Welcome to another installment of Mentality, where iron sharpens iron in the realm of health, wealth, mental health, entrepreneurship, love, and brotherhood, all from a man's perspective. I am one of the co-hosts of this program, Cole Johnson, aka the Mad Scientist and EP Extraordinaire, or the EP of all EPs. And I am joined, as always, by the other co-hosts of this program, the man that you know as Wise All. Let me see, Mr. Stuck in My Mind, Mr. Wise in the AM, and yes, Mr. Petty. Your boy and my boy, WIZE, aka Wise LF. How you doing, man?
I don't know. I'm a much more mature Wise. So I was gonna, but you know what? No, we back. Yes.
You are much mature.
We are back.
So this past Wednesday, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump agreed to participate in two pre-election day campaign debates. Now, you'll be surprised as to when these debates will be held, because the first one will be June 27th and the second one will be September 10th. Normally, you have debates that take place one in September and one in October. During the 2020 presidential elections, the candidates agreed to three presidential debates. However, the second one was canceled due to Trump's COVID-19 diagnosis and refusal to participate remotely instead of in person. Now, my question to you, sir, is, are you excited about the two men going head-to-head in June and September?
My man, we were not I was not excited before we went on hiatus. You know how I feel about this? They are both old. They both need to just drop out. The Republican Party needs to find someone under 65, and the Democratic Party needs to find someone under the 65. Like, come on, like, oh my God. These men are ancient. It is time for a younger crowd, because we just need it. We need it. We need, like, these 4 years right now of Sleepy Joe have been rough.
You said ancient. Yes, they have been rough.
They've been rough. But I don't see it get any better under Trump. And then, don't get me started on the rest of that. Both parties. It's just this. But we back, and we did this. Seriously, man. There's some Robert RFK Jr.
talk about him. Oh Lord. Okay, go ahead.
RFK
Go ahead.
Jr. Listen, I have to celebrate somebody. Prime examples. Look what happened with Mitch McConnell. He's just
Yeah, well,
aged in front of our eyes.
yeah, and he's 82 as we speak. Yep.
And then weekend at Bernie's, rest her soul, Senator Feinstein.
Why are you calling her Weekend at Bernie's? Oh,
because that's how they had her coming into the. Come on, man. They was wheeling her in like she was really capable.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, okay. I'm not excited for any of these debates. Like one is gonna have a teleprompter, and the other one is gonna be talking about the fact that one has a teleprompter and it still doesn't know how to read it. Like this is nothing that is exciting, except for the fact that you're gonna have two parties, two like. I mean, I have to hear Trumpsters at work. It's depressing, and then I gotta hear Biden followers talking about how much they hate Trump, and I'm like, why? Why are you wasting so much energy hating this man?
They're depressing.
Bro, because both sides are delusional. And these debates, if that's call them,
right,
are gonna be nothing but Trump just railing this dude in, like railing him, like. What are y'all gonna do? What are you gonna have somebody in his ear with a piece speaking for him, or you're gonna have his stunt dummy up there, whatever? Like I don't know what y'all gonna do.
Why a stunt double? Oh Lord, why a stunt double?
Oh, stunt dummy, not double dummy. I know what I said. I said it correct. I said if you're gonna say it correctly. Stunt dummy.
I was being polite, but I know you weren't. But fine, I'll say it the way you said it. Stunt dummy. Goodness gracious.
I could have said double easy, stunt double easy, yes, but no. Oh my God.
Well, speaking of one of the stunt dummies, President Joe Biden's visit to speak at the Detroit branch's NAACP annual Fight for Freedom Fund dinner. It comes at a time when his reelection campaign faces a fraught question it desperately needs an answer to. It's not whether Black voters will vastly prefer the Democratic president to his Republican rival. It's if they're going to turn out in the swing states like they did in 2020. And no one is entirely sure. So, my question to you, sir, do you believe the Black vote will turn out in large numbers for President Biden come 2024?
No. Well, hold on. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna change my answer to that one.
Nobody changes his mind. Okay, he says nobody.
You know what? No, because I'm thinking. There's so much going on right now, right?
It is.
And regardless of how certain, let's honestly believe majority of Black folk believe Donald Trump is a racist.
Yeah, that's pretty much true. People, yeah,
majority of Black folks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna come out and support and vote for him. All simple on the fact that this man has made people really despise him. And I can see why. But
you can see why.
I can see why. Like I'm from New York. I know Donald. I was never a fan of his. I didn't watch what was it?
The Apprentice?
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care. I didn't want to hear you fired or you like. But again, but then I go sit back and I'm like, and then we always preaching about being real. Like this dude is he's speaks his mind.
Someone backed Donald Trump at his hush money trial this past Thursday and echoed those former president's infamous 2020 presidential debate words when he said about the notorious Proud Boys, quote, "Stand back and stand by," close quote. And so that person had plenty of critiques to share outside the courthouse, but he took it a step further on X, posting a photo of himself behind the former president with the caption, quote, "Standing back and standing by Mr. President," close quote. Now, my question to you: why do you believe the man that I'm talking about is publicly commenting on his support of Trump, and the man I'm referring to is Matt Gaetz?
Who?
Okay. The aunt didn't know she was 16 years old.
Oh, Matt Gaetz. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know she was 16. Matt Gaetz. Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah. Another one. Another oh my God, wave of future Republicans to go along with Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh my God! I think every time I say her name, an angel loses their wings.
Wow, that is cold.
She's just bad, bro. Like when you just look at people, when you just see somebody on TV, and you just be like,
"Yep." Mm-hmm.
You got that stink face. So when I see her on TV, I just get that look. And I try not to dislike people. I try not to, but just to see her on TV, I get depressed and I get sad because someone needs to punch you in the face.
We're just getting started. Mentality will return. The moderator.
As woman, you can't be too friendly because the minute you're friendly, then they think you're flirting.
The level head.
I think so that thing is over. So I'm not looking at men like that anymore.
The truth slayer.
Okay, what in the HPV yeast infection is going on over here?
The X Factor.
So I'd rather you tell me everything up front and let's start fresh.
The intersection of life and spirituality never sounded this good. BS3 Network proudly presents Life Happens live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson. Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald. With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Welcome back to Mentality, where men are men and not machines. With Wise LFA, I am Cole Johnson, and we had a wonderful, trip back into time with something called a rap beef that actually was exercised on wax. And I think it's time for us to talk about that since during our hiatus, it all took place in between the last time we were on and now. And we'll do so in celebrity style. The rap beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar has ignited an internet frenzy and infiltrated into realms even outside of hip-hop and average social media chatter. For example, the president decided to use Euphoria in trying to throw shade toward Donald Trump. Goodness gracious. While music feuds are not new to the industry, this one seems to be moving into the world of politics and beyond. Now, the feud has birthed a load of memes, catchy hooks, and social media banner. And simultaneously, it's promoted controversy and worry among fans who argued the beef may have gone a little too far. But it begs the question in either case, what makes this beef so culturally significant and impactful? And that's what we're going to talk about here. So my first question to you, sir, is this. So Drake has been in our public eye as the rapper. And of course, he was an actor before, but he was in our consciousness as a rapper ever since 2009. And Kendrick Lamar since about 2011. They seem to have crossed words and thoughts about each other ever since 2013, and they've been throwing subliminal disses at each other until this past spring. Why do you think they went through 10 years of subliminal disses before the overt attacks on wax?
Ego.
That's a good answer.
Ego. Because now some of us, now you got UMG asking one of the parties
you were
to apology.
It right there on
to apologize. Right? Because now you're putting out accusations out there.
Yep.
When you put that pedophile accusation out there, now you are taking it somewhere differently.
Yep.
That's why I said I made sure I go. You mean I didn't know she was 16? Matt, yeah. There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
So when you start throwing accusations like that at, let's be honest, the biggest name out there.
Probably I would say, pro perception of Taylor Swift, Drake is the biggest music name out there now. I agree.
Male. Besides Bad Bunny.
Besides Bad Bunny, definitely the biggest male. Yeah, I agree. I think Bad Bunny now has eclipsed him. But yeah.
But Drake, let's listen, Drake. Let's be honest. He has been dominating the last decade.
Easily the last decade, yeah. I would dare say starting when he dropped Take Care, and that was what, 2010, 11? Yeah. No question.
He's doing what he's doing. He's other dudes. They're not liking it.
That's the problem I have with him.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. He's tapping other guys, girls. That's the problem I have with him.
But they all do it. Let's come on, man. These dudes need to stop. Y'all hitting these hoes and making them wifey.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Mistake right there. That's the mistake right there. Yeah, yeah.
You think you hit somebody hit her before you, my man? Future, you got like 9 baby mamas.
Don't talk about that.
Eventually, somebody gonna tap one of your baby. Russell Wilson is tapping one of your baby mamas right now. If you're my boy, no, I wouldn't smash his chick.
Of course not. No.
But if you're not my boy, I'm smashing them all.
I don't see a problem to that.
All right then. So
I don't see a problem with that.
But I get it. Drake's supposed that you're supposed to be my man, coming out here to ATL chilling, and now you smashing my chicks. Like, nah, man, that's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I understand where Future coming from. Like, you're supposed to be my
Mm-hmm.
boy, but you smash my chicks.
You're smashing my chicks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get why Future has an issue with him.
Kendrick is just a whole different animal. Just
Dude.
like Family Matter comes on and I'm like, and I'm dancing. But
man.
It's all right. So from the beginning to when he starts doing the pedal thing, then he loses me there. But that verse there, he kills Drake.
Man. And it's funny you said that because I've been in other forums where I've discussed this. I said the most poisonous song in terms of the thought process and the things he said in it to me was Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
But the most damaging thing that to me Kendrick said on any of his songs was on Not Like Us.
Yeah.
Because my thought was, I'm like, you went the pedophilia route. Oh man.
Yeah,
The federal government is going to be digging on Drake now until they find something on him. And he's probably going to go down to like with R. Kelly and with Diddy, sex trafficking. I just got that feeling. I'm not rooting for it. I'm just saying, man, whenever
and that's why out there, UMG. That's why UMG is like, yo, you need to scale back and stop saying that.
Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I think y'all have gone far enough because this pedophilia thing. No, we can't have that.
That's a different animal. It's a different animal, and I don't want no part of that animal.
No. No. All right, well, we started talking about the song. So, all right, so in the songs that were released that were direct and overt shots toward one another. So you had Drake's songs, Push-Ups, Drop and Give Me 50, Tailor Made Freestyle, Family Matters, and The Heart Part 6.
Yeah.
And for Kendrick, you had Like That, which basically started it all.
Mm-hmm.
Then Euphoria, then 616 in LA, then Meet the Grams, and then Not Like Us.
Which that one was that verse and Not Like Us. Before he went to the pedophile, he tore into his
the Atlanta scheme and Not Like Us to me.
Yeah.
That was the coldest verse to me.
That was the coolest verse. Mm-hmm. That was the part of it that I loved the most. Was like, yo, and he broke it down.
Yeah,
he broke it down. How like you're like a colonizer. I'm like, oh my man, is really oh man.
Out of the 9 songs I listed, which one was the best to you and which one was the worst of the feud when it was active?
All of Kendrick's was fires.
I agree.
And then I didn't really like the one where Drake was trying to say, "Oh yeah, we put out all that information so you can see, like I ain't got no daughter." Like
that was the hard part 6. Yeah,
that's probably the worst one to me. But all of Kendrick's to me was like, he was just trying to, he was going for your neck, my man.
He was. From the reverse part of basically saying what you heard about me is true. That's basically what it was. That's basically what it was in Euphoria. The beginning of that to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, you went to a place you shouldn't have, Drake. Because this man's about to eviscerate you.
My man said, "Yo," I said, he says, I love what was it, Melody?
I love singing Drake. Yeah, I love singing Drake.
Yeah, I love Melody Drake or whatever it is.
But I don't really dig the tough. I don't really dig the tough guy, basically.
I'm like, yo, I'm like, it's like, and it's. Me being a hip hop head, and I took a while for me to listen to all of them. I just wanted to wait till everything came out and just listen to it all at once.
Right.
I hadn't listened. Like I kept hearing everything, everybody talking about it, and then, but when I heard it's not like us, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Who was the ultimate winner of this now legendary beef?
J. Cole.
There you go. That's the answer I was hoping you was going to say.
J. Cole, my man is sitting pretty. He fired his one shot and realized, you know what? My bad. I ain't mean to fire at you, my man. I take that back. And Kendrick was like, all right, we good. There's no beef.
Yeah. And I appreciated Kendrick for actually saying, hey, no, we fine, bro. And didn't go after him after that. I 100% agree with you. Other than fans, yes. I think the ultimate winner of this was J. Cole because he got a chance to flex his muscle. I mean, 7 Minute Drill is not a bad song, actually.
Oh no, 7 Minute Drill is pretty good.
Yeah.
I can imagine if he could have came with some others. Listen, I'm glad he decided to do what he did.
I am too.
Stick to making music and stay out of the beef.
Yeah.
And he just said, this is not me, man. I don't want to do this. Like, you my man, we good. Like, but he did kill Drake on first person shooter, so it's like,
man.
Yo, how is it you are rapper of the year with only features?
Mentality will be back in 2 and 2. Kentucky, home of great natural scenery and Churchill Downs. The Bluegrass State has offered 3 jewels. The University of Kentucky.
And the Kentucky coronation is complete.
Troy Brown.
Some people from Louisville, from Kentucky, I don't like the Derby. Okay, cool. Like, all right, I'm going to keep it moving.
And Vinny Hardy.
Us growing up on the border, we all went to school with Tennessee fans. We all had some teachers that was Tennessee fans.
BS3 Network proudly presents 2 men with Kentucky on their minds and all of the sports matters at hand. Cats Talk Wednesday. Live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central. Life.
Scratching and clawing to overcome adversities in life.
Family.
That's what I love about our children. God instilled that in us, and thank God they carry on that torch.
Marriage.
We struggled in different ways, naturally, as husband and wife.
And God.
The Lord is on my side. I will not fear what man can do unto me.
Join the husband and wife team of Ben Southard Jr. and Irene Southard as they give you the full scope of life. BS3 Network proudly presents the Suds Are Us podcast, live every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. Welcome back to Mentality, where this is a show created for all men with Wise Elefe. I am Cole Johnson, and we did mention, well, his father. We mentioned him in the last segment. We will touch on him a little bit more in this one. It's going to be more geared toward his son and something to ponder. It looks like everybody's dropping diss tracks on everybody else. And we have, of course, we talked about Kendrick Lamar and Drake. You had Chris Brown and Quavo with their beef. You had Shaq dropping a diss track on Shannon Sharp. Good boy. Yeah, you even had Rick Ross dropping a diss track on Drake and endlessly calling him white boy. And then we get reminded that he was a correctional officer at one point, although he portrays a drug don. But that's besides the point. The latest one seems to mean to be, okay, fine. I'll take the journalist hat off and put the reaction, I guess, hat on. The stupidest of them all. And this one is coming from Sean Puff Diddy Puff Daddy Sean John, slap a woman, whatever you want to call him, Combs, son, Christian, or he calls himself King. So, last week, I should say, King Combs released a song called Pick a Side, which references federal agents' raid of Diddy's two homes back in March, and 50 Cent or Curtis Jackson's continuous social media posts on the Bad Boy Entertainment founder's recent legal trouble. The lyrics go like this, quote, "Police raid the crib like they think we selling crack, but we out here selling tracks. Multi-million dollar plaques. Knock these doors down like them Fetty boys running through both our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door, because that's the one they missed." Close quote. Now I'll begin by asking this. What was King Combs thinking in attacking 50 Cent, the federal government?
I don't know. Don't you know 50 hurt people? 50 hurt people. Like 50 don't play.
I was saying, yeah, 50 got goons with him. Yeah.
50 don't play. They're gonna learn, man. Y'all really gonna learn. 50 is that dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I will keep 50's name out your mouth, my man.
Please do.
Because he will hurt you. And your daddy can't do nothing right now.
Okay, so you can go ahead and think that 50 is just this cuddly, nice, funny, and when I say troll with him, it's not in the negative sense, it's actually in a funny, comical sense. But troll of a social media influencer all you want. You could think he's that. You step wrong and you will find out it is not that. In fact, when it comes to 50, would you even wait, if you were him, would you even waste your time to come up with a diss track for King Combs?
No.
Yeah.
Because wasting my time.
Yeah. It is. It totally is a waste of his time and a waste of ours to listen to it.
Listen, he'll end up whatever, King Combs, whatever. I think I've heard one song from him, and it was like a remake of one of his dad's songs. So it's like there's nothing really special about King Combs.
No. Oh, and for those who want to know, the biggest, I guess you could say, diss that was targeted toward 50 in the song, quote, "Pop's been hated on by many men, and that's fine. They gonna try to stop these M's, and they gonna die trying." Close quote. Of course, if you can understand, and those hip hop heads you all do, is a mention of one of the songs on Get Rich or Die Trying.
Many Men.
Hip hop album I think hip hop album debut I've ever heard. Many Men.
Yes.
And of course the album Get Rich or Die Trying, and that was veiled in the two bars there.
Man, that dude just word of advice: stay in your lane. Just pray for your daddy, and
he's gonna need all of them, and then some.
Just focus on your career, man. Don't complain in the big boy yard.
Yeah. Bide your time until you either get there or learn that you can't swim with them. So you mentioned in the last segment Diddy acting like he's a pimp, and the weak fool decided to go ham on Cassie in a hotel lobby, slapping her, kicking her, and dragging her. And that isn't alleged. That actually is a surveillance video that has been leaked. Hearing that, and of course thinking about King Combs and basically him rubbing it in the nose of the federal government, how long do you give them, the federal government, I mean, until they go after Diddy and his family again?
Who knows? It could be next week. It could be following week. It could be tomorrow. That's the thing. The federal government, they're going to do it when they're ready, when they've built enough ammunition to come for you. And you're just like, this leak video, that's just more ammo.
Yep.
Now they know they know there's more videos out there, and they'll get them eventually. Yeah. Somebody not everyone likes you, so somebody who does not like you is going to get that tape and be like, "Here you go."
Now, obviously, the video will add to Diddy's problems.
Yeah,
but to King's diss track, do you think that adds to Puffy's problems, or did the diss track even matter in terms of what he did or didn't do?
But I didn't even know he had a diss track.
Oh gosh. If you want to laugh and you have 2.5 minutes to spare, go ahead and listen to it.
No, I'm not going to listen to it. I didn't even, until you mentioned it to me. I didn't know he had a diss track. And I'm not going to waste 2 minutes of my time listening to a cornball diss track. Just not going to do it.
Later, we will have Thoughts from the Throne. This is Mentality. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Are you looking for something to do on your lunch break? Well, there's a show on the BS3 network that has only 4 words to say to you.
We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all. We ready. We ready.
The Lunch Break, powered by JM&E. Live weekdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. Welcome back to Mentality, where Wise just basically said to be about listening to pick a side from King Combs. Got me and this is, of course, the place where it is the ultimate masculine safe space with Wise LFM Cole Johnson. And we touched earlier on the political wranglings of Matt Gaetz and, of course, the debate that is going to happen in June and September between Trump and Biden. We also mentioned another name. Well, actually, we mentioned a couple of names that we will touch on now in Politically Speaking. Representative from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Well, she and another representative, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York, well, they butted heads at an oversight committee markup session this past Thursday after Greene decided to attack Texas Representative Jasmine Crockett. I think you talked about her a couple times on this show.
I love my girl Jasmine.
Well, you will love her further because MTG had the nerve to say that she was, quote, wearing fake eyelashes, close quote, in the hearing. So the meltdown began as lawmakers were discussing the issue of holding Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt for refusing to release audio recordings of President Joe Biden's interview with Special Counsel Robert Hur. Now, Hur released a scathing report earlier this year that described Biden as, quote, a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory, close quote. Find the lie. I'm sorry, my bad. At one point during the hearing, Greene asked Democrats whether any of them were employing Lauren Merchan, the daughter of Judge Juan Merchan, who is overseeing the former President Donald Trump's hush money trial. Lauren Merchan has a digital advertising agency that works with Democratic candidates and has been the target of Trump allies. Now, the reason why I say you will love Jasmine Crockett even more was she fired back at the fake eyelashes shade from MTG by saying, quote, because if I talk about her, then it would be a problem. Close quote. And she went onward to say something to the effect of, if I were to say that she had a butch build or something of that nature, would you actually disagree with that or talk over me with that, but don't talk over her when she calls me having fake eyelashes? But my first question, though, to you, why is Marjorie Taylor Greene being able to troll in these hearings?
Because her district were morons to vote her in. That's why. That's why. The fact that she's in office should just tell you where, like,
they were morons.
And she's proud for where she comes from, and it's
not their morons. Oh Lord. Morons. Wow.
Yeah, I can't explain how is it that this woman from Georgia happens to get nominated and wins her district, whatever it is, because all I've heard from her since she's been in office has been lies and deceit. Like, no, like, what is this? What is going on with this? Okay, so she got into it with the young man from where was it, the school shooting in Florida, one of the survivors.
Yeah.
She harassed him on his way to Congress.
Wow.
You've never seen that video where she's actually harassing him and acting and talk saying like that the shooting was a hoax and all. She's really out there, man. This woman is not a very nice person.
No. No, she's not.
And then you get the first speaker boost kicked out because he would not assist in a fellow congressman being investigated because they have inappropriate relationships with teenage girls. Man, I didn't know she was 16 gets. We know they were talking about you. We know. So you and your crony Marjorie Taylor Greene got Kevin McCarthy ousted, and then you try to oust this last one.
Yes, she did.
And it blew up in your face.
And they shot you down brutally. Oh my gosh, they shoot her down bad.
Mm-hmm. She's a lost cause. When your district in Congress finally wakes up and gets rid of you, hopefully they'll stop rezoning districts and give you one. Like, no, we just need you away from. Just get away from everyone. Just retire. Like, blonde bimbo scream is what I think of when I see
blonde bimbo. Wow.
Yes, that's being nice. That's me being nice.
I had to really stand up and applaud when I heard how Representative Crockett fired back at MTG, because when she mentioned that, they were trying to quiet her down, and they were having a hard time doing it, and I didn't blame her. But when she did fire back, saying, "Oh, look, if I talk crap about that woman over there, then it would be a problem. Do you think she has a point?
No, because if it was that woman over there, Marjorie Taylor Greene, now I don't have a problem with her talking about her. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene has put a target on her back. She should, like, rightfully so, she has to put one, because she's just grimy. She like represents no one.
AOC also attacked her too. Well, not attacked her, but she also defended her colleague as well. Would you call this case here, would you call what I should say the exchange here, a case of bias and discrimination being played out in DC?
It's a narrative that they've put out since Trump's been in office.
Wow, so that's about 8 years now. Okay,
so we know where that not, and then not all of them, but
right,
the ones that are leading this party are just not nice people. They truly are. They again, when we think about helping community, we're trying to think of how we can help build our communities and everything and all that. We want to serve the people. We want to give back to. There's no, again, it goes back to, they're not trying to serve people.
Yeah, it's no service. Yeah,
they can just. It's like, no.
If this were to happen again, how should a committee handle such an outrageous outburst like the one that came out of the mouth of one MTG?
I don't know, suspension? Fine. I don't know. Because we got guys putting fire alarms and all this other craziness there. So sometimes I just wish, again, it goes back to that wishing.
Oh no, not again. Now, does Marjorie Taylor Greene have a beautiful punchable face? Not by you, but to receive it from another woman.
I would be happy with a donkey kick. A donkey kick, yeah.
A donkey kick to the kisser. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about it. I just thought a donkey kick, but yeah, to the kisser would be great. So they have to fix his smile.
And now, thoughts from the throne.
All right, so we're back. I'm excited. My Rangers are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Rangers. I'm excited. I've missed this, man. I really missed being able to do the show with you and celebrate what we're doing and have a good time, man. Like today, I felt like this is like feel complete today. Being able to do the show and get it done, it feels like one of those moments, man. I'm glad we're back. Expect the unexpected again. We will be doing what we do best, and that is be ourselves. So just be good to each other out there, man. Like, it's been rough, man. It's been a rough time. But we'll get through this. We just celebrated Mother's Day and my mother's birthday, and that was a rough time for us, but we got through this. My family stuck together, went out with the wife, the mother-in-law. So whatever you're going through, you'll get through this, and I'm excited, man. We're excited for what's to come.
I debuted a new show, and it's been now as of this recording, 16 shows have been completed, and I feel like I'm at home. And what I've understood is that I've had to understand, and I think Wise I think he has a handle on this, like very few people do. Whenever the tough times come, that means there's a shift that has to happen, and you have to rise above it. And it does no good to complain about it. It does no good to whine about it. It does no good to victimize yourself for it. You just have to look at it for what it is, and you have to understand that you were meant to rise above it, that it's tough on you because you're able to handle it, but you have to prove to yourself that you can. And when I think about actually starting the morning shift, it pretty much was that. It was rough going through the process of actually getting it done, but now I'm on the other side of it. I have said this, and I'll even say it on this platform, and I love this platform, but it's the best thing I have ever created. And I'm so glad I'm doing it, because it's like what Wise said to me actually in the private conversation. I'm working in my purpose. And even with this show, I'm working in my purpose too, because it's about uplifting. And that's what I'm about. That's what my brother's about. So understand, men, a shift is coming. And because of that, rejoice. Because when the shift is coming, work in that shift, and then you will rise above it all. And those are thoughts from the throne. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting when we do leave these videos on our channels. And thank you for hitting that notification bell so you can catch all content that comes from the wonderful Real Wise TV YouTube channel or the Come Media YouTube channel. We both appreciate you and we both love you. For Wise LF, I am Cole Johnson, here to say, imparting as we always do. Our secret technique is that we always speak with mentality. See you next week.
Peace.
That's 100.